Good evening, everyone. No matter what position you hold or the industry in which you work for, communication skills are crucial to your success in the workplace. Every job requires human interaction, whether it is with your supervisors and colleagues or with clients and customers. Developing strong communication skills can help facilitate these interactions with others, enabling you to perform your job more efficiently and productively. Now, there are a few things. For example, importance of communication in workplace. Now, it is the fire that fuels the workplace engine, isn't it? Now, it is difficult to overstate just how important communication can be to a successful organization. In an era when artificial intelligence and other digital technologies are changing the way organizations operate today, isn't it? Communication skills will become even more vital to the strengthening relationships and promoting collaboration and even adaptability, right? At all levels of an organization, communication is the key to maintaining strong working relationships. Open lines of communication build trust between employees, which can also ultimately lead to increased productivity and a boost in your morale. If an open flow of communication exists where as employees feel their voices are heard, they often also feel better about themselves and the organization they work for. On the contrary, if there is a lack of communication within an organization, this can also produce an unmotivated and disgruntled workforce. Effective communication is critical for an organization's success, if you ask. And what is effective communication? An effective communicator or a person is one who's engaged, considerate, and really listens to other person, taking the time to ask questions, respond accordingly, and when they speak, they are clear, confident, gracious in their interactions, poised, and over the span of their career. Okay, communication is one of the so-called soft skills that employers, people who hire, tell us are essential for career advancement. During your own experience, if you see, if you'll get into the industry, let it be aviation, hospitality, travel, or tourism, and in my career as well, into the corporate, I've noticed that the individuals who assume leadership positions in even the most technical functions areas were the most effective communicators. Now, if you quickly look at top three communication skills for workplaces: active listening, awareness of communication styles. When we talk about communication styles, which are passive, aggressive, and it is a combination of passive and aggressive both, and the fourth one is the assertive style. We know that there are a wide variety of communication styles, but which we can result in misunderstandings, and this requires us to be aware of our communication style and to be carefully observing both verbal as well as non-verbal. Now, this ability to recognize your own style and be adaptable is so important in creating a sound foundation for your mutual understanding. And the third quality or skill set is persuasion. How do you convince people? How do you persuade people? Now, the ability, if you have a clear communication, the ability to persuade others is going to be very, very useful, especially even in families, even amongst your friends and your relationships. And of course, at workplace and employers, they value employees who demonstrate proficient persuasive skills, because that is exactly what can lead to increased productivity. The skill involves convincing others to complete a desired action or behave in a specific way, typically to achieve an end goal. Now, we also can understand that communication is all about influencing the attitudes and behaviors of our audience, right? The people that you interact with, no matter it is going to be the interview that you're sitting and communicating, you want your interviewers to interact with you and to get influenced or impressed, both in workplace and outside, with customers and also other stakeholders, right? Translating the principles of persuasion into our messages, they increase the odds of achieving the impact. Remember this. As communicators with strong persuasion skills, the room and have a keen awareness of their audience, if you're aware about it, you are going to be friendly and charismatic. You can establish rapport with whoever you're trying to persuade, and persuasive communicators make their offers or ideas tempting and presenting them in such a way that people believe they benefit from whatever it is that the persuader is convincing them to do. So it's more important that if I am a communicator, I am convinced, and the choice of words that I put across, the way I put across, is more convincing rather than my competitor probably doing the same thing. That's exactly is going to be the idea. Other persuasive skills also include countering any objections and making modifications to their proposals if necessary. If they cannot convince others completely, they will negotiate and try to reach common ground. They are able to do so by listening and catering to people's interest. Okay. Now, other than that, also give feedback, take feedback. Giving and taking feedback is a two-way street, and it is very important for strong communicators which are able to provide and accept feedback. Written communication, write more than you keep writing. Watch movies with subtitles. They help you a lot. It is also often the first communication that you share with an employer even before you're hired. You should always be clear and concise in what you write, which is going to be your resume. Confidence, particularly important in workplace, because people are more likely to respond to your ideas and opinions if they are presented with confidence. You might have the greatest idea in the world, but just because you lack confidence, you're not going to be heard. Confidence can demonstrate through eye contact, tone of voice, good posture. It also can help you be prepared when making a presentation, or it can just be a debate, like a group discussion or an argument, so that you don't stumble over your words and can deliver your statements with poise, right? And the next one is openness. It is best to approach workplace communications with an open mind. You should accept that you might not always agree with someone's point of view. There is a word, the line which says, let's agree to disagree. But try to be sympathetic towards your perspective and always show respect. This way you can disagree amicably and you can avoid causing rifts that may affect the future work. Next thing is presentation and public speaking. Very important. To communicate successfully when giving a speech or presentation, it is important to hook your audience immediately and try to garner their interest. It could be an anecdote, it could be a story, it could be a joke for that matter. Many effective communicators use these notes to guide their presentations. Just be sure to maintain regular eye contact. And if you're on a virtual, it is your voice, it is your tone that is going to keep it and keep your audience intact. Keep them engaged. With nerves, it's easy to rush through the points quickly. People have that adrenal rush and they want to fatafat go and talk and then immediately get back to the point. Let's not do that. Don't forget to pace yourself. You have to cut down on gear. All the time you cannot run on top gear. You have to cut down on gear. It's necessary. To be effective, project your voice, use your visual aids if necessary. And lastly, you should also end on a very strong note to ensure that your entire presentation leaves a lasting impression. Empathy. It involves a lot of shared understanding of others' emotions, which is critical when it comes to communicating at work. If you understand how or what someone is feeling, you can assess how to be best communicating with them. This is called profiling in our business. Cross-culture communication, very important also. Being aware of what your community is, what other person's community is, what is their work style, lifestyle. Very important. Today's global economy, it is important to acknowledge cultural diversity and try to transcend communication barriers. The best way to approach this is to be patient, respectful, and also open to learning and understanding cultural differences. If you stay in your cocoon, that's not going to help anybody grow. Then the digital communication involves all online communication in an organization. Proficiency in digital communication is becoming increasingly necessary in the workplace. So with the onslaught of social media, to be successful in digital, adopt a growth mindset because you will have to continue learning to keep up to date with ever evolving digital media. You cannot say what I know is enough. It's never. And conflict management, the last but not the least. These skills are hugely important in workplace, and successful conflict management involves hearing all sides of situation, being able to empathize and resolving any issues. Usually conflicts can be managed with compassion, patience, and some problem solving, and taking ownership of one's actions and being able to apologize is also the key. Now, how do you develop your communication? I would want to conclude. If you are interested, make sure that an excellent way to fine tune your communication skill is to be a keen observer of communication dynamics in your workplace, in your education place where you're getting trained. Pay attention to communication practices that achieve results. See how other people communicate. See what their working style is. See what their speaking style is. How do they develop and build it? Try and mimic that. See if it can work for you. Sitting and reading something from the textbook is not going to just help you, but you will have to open your mouth and also say those words if it is necessary for you, and as well as those that undermine collaboration and share understanding. There are numerous skill building resources available online. Please include them in yours. There has to be a formal education that also is a very powerful tool in helping you to improve your communications. Come back to it. See if you can pick up a series that you can pick up and follow it on a daily basis. Make sure it is not just movie watching, but it is also learning. Yeah, so these are the pointers that should be paid attention with, and please come forward more in talking and communicating. Eventually it is going to be your interview, it is going to be you, the interviewer, and your communication skill set. Thank you very much. You all have a great weekend. Bye.